Kojo Oppong Nkrumah writes, touring Ghana with President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo in the last 5 weeks has been visiting various parts of the country. On these visits, he interacts with chiefs and people, commissions projects, inspects ongoing ones and break grounds for new ones. His tours, which are in accordance with his commitment to pay yearly visits to each of the 16 regions of the country, have so far taken him to the northern, northeast, upper east, upper west, southern and central regions, especially at a time when many people are complaining about economic difficulties. Why is the president seemingly restless in visiting various parts of the country? When I asked him this ahead of the northern regional tour, he reiterated to me his reasons for these tours. First, they give him an opportunity to touch base and get a first-hand appreciation of the challenges many people are going through. The tours also give him an opportunity to see for himself the progress of work on the ground and feedback into the programs and projects that are being executed. Most importantly, the president said now is the most critical time when reinvestment in the Ghanaian economy is required, and he wants to be out there to see evidence of the reinvestments that are being done to build back the economy. On the tours, the president inspected the ongoing construction of the district hospitals under his much touted Agenda 111 project. Agenda 111, remember, is government's priority health infrastructure project that signifies the biggest investments in healthcare in the country. This huge investment in the healthcare sector is to address the uneven distribution of healthcare infrastructure and also make Ghana the center of excellence in healthcare delivery in the sub-region. Agenda 111 are not a myth. They are really happening on the ground. So far, work has begun on majority of the 88 district hospitals across the country, with the president inspecting works on the Pandai, Isai, Lambusi and Gumua, Francie, among other Agenda 111 construction sites during his tours. It was interesting to observe him reprimand some contractors for delays and be impressed with others for speedy work. Also, the president is using the opportunity to assess the success of the One District, One Factory flagship program. The program seeks to transform the country's economy from a predominantly agro-material based to a more industrial-oriented economy. So far, some 125 companies have been completed and are fully operational, with 129 of them at various stages of completion and a further 24 at the mobilization stage. It was almost impossible to believe 2 factories, the gas cylinder factory in Chocho and the lubricant factory in the Gomwa East District, being commissioned under the initiative on the same day in a Wutu Senya West constituency of the Central Region. Each of these factories will contribute hundreds of jobs, directly and indirectly, tens of thousands of incomes in the years ahead to the people working in them and an improvement in their own livelihoods. President Akufo-Addo commenced his regional tours with a visit to the northern region, where he inspected ongoing projects including the Agenda 111 hospital at Pandai, as well as the yam and cassava processing factory in Bimbela under the 1D1F initiative. As part of the tour, the president also cut sword for the dualization of the Bimbela town roads. The 2-kilometer project, which forms part of the Eastern Corridor Trunk Road project, consists of the construction of runabout, covered drainage systems, traffic lights, among other facilities. In the Upper West region, the president spent 3 days inspecting ongoing projects and cutting sword for the construction of new ones. President Akufo-Addo first paid a courtesy call on the overlord of the Wala Traditional Council, Nafuseni Seidu Pelpu, where he instructed the Regional Coordinating Council to seek approval for the procurement of 3,000 streetlights to be placed at vantage points to curb insecurity in the region. He assured the people of Wa of significant development in the region, emphasizing that his government will make sure that the national cake is shared equitably. He proceeded to inspect ongoing works on the phase 2 of the Wa Youth Resource Center in the Wa Central constituency. The youth center is one of 10 resource centers being constructed across the country. The phase 1 of the project is 98% complete, while the second phase, which is ongoing, is 30% complete. The project consultant assured the president of the completion and handing over of the project by the end of this year. President Akufo-Addo departed Wa to Lambusi, where he inspected the ongoing construction of the district hospital as part of the Agenda 111 project. The hospital, when completed, will boost healthcare delivery in the district. He also cut out for the dualization of the Nandom town roads. He inspected ongoing works at the Wa Shopping Center and proceeded to Kalio to commission the Kalio solar power project. The 30-megawatt solar power project helps government in its efforts to diversify the country's entire generation portfolio through renewable energy and at the same time increase the region's power generation to provide enough energy capacity to meet industrial power demands and domestic needs. His visit to the Savannah region saw him inspect rehabilitated works at the Salaga water system in the Salaga North constituency. The president also inspected work on the Tamale Salaga Mankango Road and the Buja Infosas Road, bringing an end to his 2-day tour of both the Upper West and Savannah regions. President Akufo-Addo switched his attention to the southern part of the country, where he visited the central region last Friday. The 2-day tour of the region began in Kaswa in the Wutisinya East constituency, where the president inspected work on the court complex. He proceeded to the Wutisinya West constituency to inspect work on the Kaswa Bojasi Road and commission a 1D1F gas cylinder factory in Chocho. The president also commissioned another 1D1F lubricant factory in the Gumwa East district at Fete and inspected an Ajana 111 project in Gumwana Franci in the Gumwa Central constituency. As the president prepares for his Volta regional tour next week, for those who were beginning to despair as a result of the pains of the economic challenges, his tours and the evidence of the rebooting works going on around the country should bring back your smiles. As he works to bring back stability after the globally induced turbulence, his next objective is to invest in the real sector. These investments, evidence of which are unfolding before our very eyes on TV, are the things that will bring back the growth, jobs, incomes, and improvement in the quality of life that we need. You no longer need to be told about the works that are ongoing across the country or hear the sort of version of it from somebody else. Now, by the courtesy of the Ministry of Information, working with affiliate media partners, the president's major stops where he's commissioning factories and projects, inspecting works on roads in Agenda 111, interacting with the key demographics of our society, are all live for Ghanaians to see and determine whether the planned reinvestments are taking effect.